What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hipo Supercoach, and today we're going to go over the Thursday night game as well as some of the team news we have tonight, and there's some interesting stuff in there. So let's get into it. So Team English 139. This is an interesting one because I think he is close to a must-have. The dilemma that a lot of us have is that we cannot trade we cannot trade Wits or Marshall. At this point, it's just no point at all. So we have to miss out on English, and we're bleeding points a little bit. The scoring power of injury was never the problem. It was always going to be his durability. So I think whilst English is so tempting right now, if we can try and hold off, and obviously we're not hoping he gets injured, but we're expecting him to get injured at some point, or where there's a niggle or something, and we just have to hope. However, that being said, if I didn't have Wits or Marshall, I would definitely be prioritising getting him in, and then hopefully getting Darcy Cameron on the forward line. So it's a tough one, just because he's such a good Supercoach player. He's stat padding. He's getting cheapies on the back line. He clearly cares about his disposals. So I think it's one that's going to be hard to pass up on. Moving down with Tom Liberatore, 120, pretty solid game. I think he had a really good fourth quarter from memory. But yeah, if you picked him, he's been okay to start. Trelaw's one that's interesting. So his CBAs have gone up heaps. I think I would still stay away. If he had forward or defender status, obviously he'd be close to a must-have, but he doesn't, so we don't have to worry about him too much. Jack McRae, 114. I don't think I would be happy with this score. Obviously I'm happy with the score. I'd be happy with the score, but the role's not there. I'll be honest, the role is just not there. And I feel sorry for McRae owners because, what do you have, 8 CBAs? It's just unbelievable. For someone that good, every time he went into the midfield, he looked unreal. So maybe Luke Beveridge will learn. Probably not. Ed Richards, 111. So we got that defender rollback. I don't know why Bevo's been throwing Mags around. But clearly, when he doesn't do anything too stupid, they win games. I think McRae 8 CBAs is stupid, but when McRae was in the midfield, they got a lot of clearances, and I think he got just about all of them. So, Ed Richards, yeah, I think he'd be a good pick, but one that I'm not really that keen on. Ballydale, 102, solid. Smith, 102, so his CBAs went down heaps, which is interesting. And then Oscar Baker, the absolute king, goes and pumps out a 95, so stoked with that score. If you didn't have him in emergency, unlucky, because most people are going to be looping Hopper onto the field, and I'll show you with my team what most people will or should have done, and that's literally just having Oscar Baker as your emergency, and then, this is my other team, having Oscar Baker as your emergency, and then looping Hopper or Vital or someone along those lines into the side, and I think that was always going to be the best idea. So let's have a look real quick at my main team. Second team was just to fuck around and make a bunch of mid-prices. It actually started off better than the main team. But, yeah, so just putting the captain on Hopper, having Oscar Baker as emergency. So Constable being out this week, it's kind of annoying. I hope he's not the sub. I don't think he's the sub. But it's man, if he's break-even of negative 53, I really like his role. He had such good scoring potential. I know he didn't quite crack any good scores just yet, but I think there was some serious 100 possibilities in there. So it's frustrating. Hopefully he can get back into the side, but wait and see. Going back to the game, let's talk about Harris Andrews. Just literally played intercept and felt like he barely picked a man up. That was bombing it into him. It seems like that's kind of the game style for most teams now. They just want to go quick and bomb it in. And I think these intercept defenders like McGovern's, Andrews, that they're going to have good games and good scores, which is, it's interesting. I don't know about Ridley because there's just a lot of points to be taken in that back line. But, yeah. Lockie Neal, 117. So this is an awkward VC score. However, I will take it. I think I have to. If he goes 120, I'll take it, and it's only an extra 6 points, so is it really that, I don't trust Wits. I think if I had Laird, maybe I would flirt with risking it, or at least wait until later in the week and then decide. But I think just play it safe. Take Neal's 117. It's still a really solid score. I think he was a bit underscored, to be honest. A goal, 31 touches, 4 tackles, 2 marks. Yeah, I don't actually know what was really wrong with his score, to be honest. Anyway, Dunkley 108, it's just standard score. I don't know if he's going to be that 130 sort of player that we thought. That being said, Brisbane haven't really had an easy game yet, so wait till they play like North and West Coast, and they'll probably all go off. Will Ashcroft 80, really good. He's going to make plenty of money. Darcy Wilmot 69, so he's one that just went ballistic in that fourth quarter. He went from the wing to the back line because someone came into the... Who got subbed on? Ainsworth, was it? I think Ainsworth went to the wing when he came on, and Wilmot went to the back line. And Wilmot looked like a natural defender. He was taking intercept marks, and he had about 10 touches in that last quarter, I reckon, and probably like 60 Supercoach, or 50 Supercoats. So yeah, hopefully they play him in the back line because he's clearly quite good there. Zorko 68, so looks like he might have been a bit of a one-hit wonder. Connor McKenna 57. I actually thought he played much better than this, and of course the week I bring him in, he has to go 19. That's frustrating, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way my players went last night. This is how the team's looking going into this round. So Nick Dacos is one I'm tempted to chuck the captain on. I think, however, it's been raining here in Melbourne, so it's probably not the right choice, and it's not the sort of game where he would go huge. The disposal efficiency might go down a little bit, so yeah, it's not something I want to risk, and I think I just play it safe, take Lockie Neal. But yeah, this is how it's going to go, I think. There's been some news on Darcy Cameron. I don't know if you guys heard, but Mason Cox is going to be out for a while, so Cameron's one I would consider bringing in if you have him. Should get a few ruck contests tonight as well, being with a footy. But we'll just open up Twitter real quick and dissect some of the news. So I'm very surprised by the Constable dropping. Like, to me, it just seems like he could have... I don't think he was the problem for Gold Coast. I mean, they beat Essendon, didn't they? Or did Essendon win? I can't remember. Maybe Essendon won. But I don't feel like Constable was the problem at all. The heck? So yeah, Sunday teams. So you got Will Powell, Tom Stewart, and Ben Ruin. Tom Stewart's one that's going to be super frustrating for people that traded him out. Like, what the hell? How is he back? Yeah, I feel for owners who brought him, or who started him and then binned him. It's like, fuck, you wasted a trade. But there's absolutely no way you could have been able to tell that was going to happen. So Flanders is in, Bruin's in, McVie and Chesser. So surprising to see Chesser still in. I don't understand how he's still in. He's not going to be coming back into my team. I'll keep with the trade on him out, but knowing my luck, he'll probably go fucking 90. Constable out, yeah. Ulan out. Yeah, Ulan was always going to get dropped, I think. Cooper White, man, he did nothing. Brody, I assume that's not Will Brody, right? Maybe it is, maybe he's injured. I don't know. And Elijah Hewitt. So possible subs Constable, this is the worrying thing. And then this M. Johnson guy, so he's probably not going to be on the radar because he's the confirmed sub. So makes it a bit tricky. Bring him in. He's going to be very cheap, but it's probably not the right option unless, something happens and someone goes down early in the game and he starts off, comes on early and goes hard. Darcy Cameron, VC Bond. Yep. So yeah, I think try and prioritise bringing in Jack Siebel this week if you can. It's the absolute most important thing in my opinion. And hopefully Sheasel keeps his defender spot. If anyone's going to change role, it's going to be Sheasel when Aaron Hall comes in, or / if Aaron Hall comes in. So yeah, keep an eye on Sheasel, but hopefully he can make enough money by the time Hall comes in and they decide to play him forward again. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Good luck for the round. Let me know what trades you guys are making. I'm happy to answer any questions in the comments. And yeah, good luck.